Thank you for calling into WABC Radio for our first ever radio call-in contest. You are the 5th caller and the winner of a weekend camping trip on Forest Island. You just have to tell us, what is your favorite tree?
My favorite tree?
Yes, your favorite tree.
I'm not a huge fan of trees. Growing up, it was my job to rake all the leaves in the yard. It used to take me hours. I'd rake them into huge piles, and then my dog Goliath would jump into the leaves, and then I'd have to start all over again. I never got to jump in the leaves. Goliath had all the fun.
Okay, you don't have to say another word then. Please don't say another word. You and 2 friends of your choice will be taken from your hotel, location, and brought by boat to Forest Island, where you'll sleep under the stars, rage in rivers, and explore the wilderness like never before.
I love camping. I can't wait to tell my friends about this.
Just sit right down and you'll hear a song about a crappy day that started when they won a trip to an island getaway. The ship had sailed by itself to the Forest Island shore when no one knew what would become a small group of 4. A small group of 4. Back home their friends were greeted by a pirate from the seas with a treasure map to make them rich, and they were filled with greed. These stories happen simultaneously. You'll have to watch the movie now to see what happens next. With Unibrow and Dr. Z, Bidiak and Angur too. Frank's at home with the kids, Theodora and Eddie too. And the pirates and the radio announcer.
Unibrow, you're not going to believe what just happened to me. I won a camping trip, and I can invite 2 friends. I think you should go with me.
Why would you invite me?
Because we're best friends. And I've been thinking, you need some time away since, well, you know, what happened to Lily.
Oh, sure. We're best friends. What kind of camping trip is this? Is this like one of those family campgrounds that's set up like a spa vacation, or deep woods camping where you have to dig a hole when you have to go to the bathroom?
Surely there's an option in the middle, right?
An option for what?
Dr. Z won a camping trip, and he gets to bring some friends along.
I've never been camping. Who's going camping?
I only get to bring 2 friends.
So I'm definitely going, even if I have to pay my own way.
I'll be happy to join you both. I'm glad you finally think of me as a friend, Doctor. Maybe things will happen on this trip that you'll tell stories about later in life.
Hey, what the hell? You're all going somewhere and nobody was going to tell me? Okay. Sure. Yeah, that's great, I guess. I'll just hold down the fort here. Run the hotel without you for a couple of days. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm sure everything will go fine. You know.
That's so great, Frank. So you won't mind watching the kids while I'm gone?
I think I've already been over that. Yeah, I said I would. So do you want me to repeat myself again? Do you want me to repeat myself again? Do you want me to repeat myself again?
So, am I going on the camping trip or am I not going?
I've been working at the old hotel all the live long day. Hey, hey, hey. I've been working at the old hotel. Fucking A. Hey.
So, Frank, you've officially been in charge of us for 24 hours and we haven't eaten or slept yet. This might end up being the greatest weekend of our lives. Can we have cake for breakfast?
Sure, kid, whatever. Do you want me to just put that in a bowl on the floor so you can lap it up like the old hound dog? You probably don't need utensils with that. I mean, look at you. I don't know, whatever you want to do.
Ahoy! I'm looking for a room for the weekend. Preferably something on the ground floor with no windows and access to the basement.
Basements are, bad. Everything bad happens in a basement in these movies. I'm not going anywhere near the basement. I don't think you should either. Do so at your own risk.
Why do you want to be near the basement?
I'll let you in on a little secret. I have An ancient pirate treasure map passed down in me family from generation to generation. And the X that marks the spot is marked on a map of this very hotel.
Whoa, hold the phone there. You can't just come in a hotel and start digging around in the basement without permission. Because who does that anyway? Who goes right into a place and goes into the basements? And you don't have any permits. And you should at least have money to pay me off to keep me quiet. Because this sounds, fishy.
Pirate lady, if you can just wait 1 second, I would like to discuss this with my colleague. Frank, listen, we don't know what this treasure is. It could make us all rich. EDog and I can chaperone her down in the basement, and once she uncovers the treasure, we'll just take it.
I like how you think, kid. Call the police. No, I'm just kidding. You probably haven't seen that in Ren and Stimpy, have you? Because you don't look like the kind of lady who watches Ren and Stimpy. A room on the ground floor near the basement. The kids, they'll make sure to have anything for you that you need. All I want in return is 20% if I don't have to do any work.
20% is a lot, but it's worth it if you'll stay out of me way. I'm excited to get started first thing in the morning.
I'm already so relaxed. Thanks for inviting us to go with you on this trip, Dr. Z.
It's so cool that this boat doesn't need a captain or a first mate. It just knows where we're going and drives all by itself. Artificial intelligence is so cool.
I was the captain of a boat once. I had just left the Navy, and I had decided that the life of adventure on the sea is what I really had been missing in my life. So I bought a boat, a cool hat, and set sail in the deep blue sea. I got hungry, so I came back after a few days. I sold my boat shortly after that and never set foot on a boat again.
I didn't know you were in the Navy, Dr. Z.
Wow, that's so great. Thank you so much for your service.
Oh, I wasn't in the military.
But you said I had just left the Navy.
Oh, I didn't mean the United States Navy. I called my girlfriend at the time the Navy because I had found out the whole time we were dating she was sailing from port to port. Anyway.
Looks like a storm is moving in. We need to hurry and get to the island.
Hey, look over there behind us. Is that another boat following us out here? I thought this was a private island.
I'm sure it's fine. The island is close. We'll be sitting in front of a fire in no time.
Woo! There's a treasure down here in the basement. I'm going to find it before that old pirate lady does.
Hey, what are you doing, Frank?
Hey, what does it look like I'm doing? I'm making coconut daiquiris. I'm digging for treasure, you dope. This woman came to the hotel with a map with a giant X on it, and it was right here below the lobby. So I figure I met her at least 10 minutes ago. Why not trust her?
You need to be careful. You can't just destroy the foundation of the building. The whole thing could come down around us. Or worse.
Can't you see I'm busy right now? You must have something better to do than to distract me. I am digging for treasure.
Or worse, you could hit the main water line.
Look what you done now there, Chief. If you didn't mention that, the room wouldn't be filling with water. Why don't you just say, why doesn't the building fall on our head? Actually, don't say that. The treasure must be cursed. This is coming out pretty quickly. Why don't you just take over digging for a while?
We need to get out of here before the water fills the entire room.
We'll leave when you're done digging. When you're done digging, this treasure will be ours.
Sitting in the woods by a fire. It's so quiet and peaceful out here.
What the hell was that?
Thought I saw a shadow in the woods a few minutes ago.
And you didn't say anything?
Someone is definitely out there in the forest.
Of course someone's out there in the woods. Why would we be able to take a vacation without the threat of death looming over us?
We should go find out what it is. Did anyone bring a flashlight or a gun?
Why would we bring a gun with us to a quiet, island retreat?
I don't know. I just thought one of you would have a gun in case we got deserted here. Things started attacking us from the woods.
I didn't think this was a weekend hunting trip in the forest.
It seems now that we're the ones being hunted. We should put the fire out and get out of here.
Didn't you say that the treasure on your map was hidden in the basement?
Your friend Frank looked a little too interested in me, Treasure, and you look a little more trustworthy to me. I showed him a fake map. The real treasure is buried beneath the hotel pool. We'll need to swim down and dig into the pool floor.
Mom and Dad never let me swim in the pool. Since they're not here right now, why don't you let me handle this? I don't think that's a good idea, EDog. When you were a baby, they told me never to feed you after midnight and never, ever let you get wet. They said you were like a gremlin from that movie, that you could multiply if you ever get wet. That's just a movie, Nate. That can't happen in real life. You worry about everything. If you're so concerned about it, you go do the underwater thing. Okay, I will. Whoa, this water is freezing. You know what, EDog? Maybe you should do it. At some point, we need to find out for sure if Mom and Dad were telling the truth.
Frank, it doesn't look like there's any treasure in here, and we're almost completely underwater. We need to get out of here.
Don't be a quitter. It has to be here. I saw the drawing. It clearly showed an X marked in this spot in the basement, right here. It was right above the watermark that said printed at Staples.
What? Staples is an office supply store. That couldn't have been an old treasure map. I think that pirate lady lied to you.
That is impossible. I'm like a human lie detector. It goes off all the time when I speak. I know, though, when someone else isn't telling the truth.
Oh, you do? Tell me then, Frank. Am I telling the truth when I say that we're going to drown in the hotel basement?
I seem to remember saying to everybody in earshot that basements are bad. Everything bad happens in basements in movies. But as usual, nobody listens to me. So fine, let's keep digging straight through to the center of the earth. I think that'll relieve our water problem if it pours out the other side.
I can't believe you dragged me into this horror show, Dr. Z. Dr. Z? Where's Dr. Z?
He was right behind us a minute ago. He was babbling on about having been lost in the woods once when he was a child.
Bidiak, did you just suddenly shrink to the size of an average man?
My legs are stuck in the mud. I can't get them out. I think it's quicksand.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no such thing as quicksand. Quicksand is just something they use in the movies to add a sense of danger, pitfall, and peril to a scene.
Angur, those are all the same thing. And you just started sinking into the ground too.
And now we're all sinking.
So we're all sinking, Dr. Z is missing, and there are mysterious voices in the woods. What could possibly happen next? Son of a...
I told you you weren't supposed to get wet, and now everybody is going to blame me for this. I was just trying to help, and now they read more of me.
So you were serious with that whole "don't get me wet or I could multiply" conversation? I thought that was just the musings of children.
I didn't think it was true, but here we are. This could be good, though. We can sacrifice a couple of them if we have to. You're not sacrificing me, Nate. Any of the me's. You probably don't even know which one is the original.
We still have to get to the bottom of the pool and gather up the treasure.
I guess that leaves you, Nate. I really don't want to keep multiplying. I'll do it. I liked having only one sister. Having 4 is a nightmare. Got it! That seemed extremely easy. So easy that it's probably cursed, right? It's obviously cursed. There are 4 of me here now. I'll never have privacy again.
Okay, here we go. Let's open this thing and see what we have. At last, I found it. I've been searching all of me life for this.
What is that? It looks like an old shoe.
That's exactly what it is. I have the matching shoe at home in me closet. It has been passed down from generation to generation in my family, and nobody ever knew where the matching shoe was.
So wait, I multiplied myself so you could find an old, musty, and dirty shoe?
You don't understand. It's not just about a shoe. It's me great-grandmother's shoe. And now that I have it, I can return to me home. I haven't seen my family since I was a child.
Are you telling me that the shoe is worthless?
It's priceless to me, but definitely not worth any doubloons. Is that why you agreed to help me?
That's the only reason we agreed to help you, yes. We were hoping for an easy payday, and oh no, I think Frank is still digging in the basement trying to find the treasure before you do.
Well, that's bad. This hotel was built on an old riverbed. If he's digging in the basement, he's likely to flood the hotel.
This has to be the dumbest idea you've ever had, Frank.
What about that time traveling idea? And appearing on the Miss Mudslinger show, and the holiday movie, and going into space?
Okay, geez, we get it. Let's all beat up on me. Sometimes my ideas are a little overzealous, and we get into awkward predicaments, which in itself sounds awkward. We just get into trouble.
You're just lucky I came along when I did, or we'd be mopping you up with all this water.
That's perfect. We need to keep looking for this treasure before the old pirate lady finds it, if she's even still here.
What pirate lady? There are pirates here?
There is no treasure, Frank. Our pirate friend here showed you a bogus map. And the so-called treasure was just an old shoe.
Frank, are you supposed to be watching these kids? What are they doing off with this pirate?
They're fine. I mean, kids, they need to toughen up a little bit. They can't be supervised all the time. There comes a time in everybody's life where they need to be left to fend for themselves. Throw some Cheetos on the floor and let them alone for 48 hours or so.
Theodora Seuss, is that you? How is it possible that you are here in the 21st century?
Well, it's a long story. Something to do with reboots and time travel. But it's not important how I got here. Who are you and how do you know my name? Frank, who is this? And where's Unibrow?
Whew, we barely made it out of that one alive.
Yes, now can we go to the story guy and get the hell out of here?
I think I know where he is. Where's the boat, Dr. Z?
It was gone when I got here. Starting to think this contest I won wasn't such a good thing.
Maybe it wasn't so random. I saw this in a movie once. The main characters win a radio contest, and it's just a plot to trap them on an island where most of them get killed.
Did you just reveal the twist of the 1998 classic I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
Is that a classic now? I never know.
How do we know there ever was a radio contest and that the story guy wasn't just making up more stories so he could lure us here to kill us all?
I'm pretty sure everyone saw me win the contest in the first scene of the movie, so that's probably not a good use of the red herring plot device.
Someone put us on this dangerous island, took our boat, and left us stranded here. We need to find out who it was before the movie starts dragging and no one gives a shit anymore.
Fine, fine. Let's forget about suspense then, and I'll tell you what's happening.
Of course there are pirates. Why wouldn't there be pirates, except for the fact that pirates were mostly phased out by the 1900s?
I can explain everything. You see, there is a hidden treasure within your hotel, and my sister and I needed to remove you from the premises so we could go in and find it.
Frank, Eddie, and the kids are still at the hotel. What did you do to them?
They're fine, don't you worry. The children were quite hospitable, actually, and helped my sister gain access to the pool area where the treasure was. Your friend Frank, on the other hand, very greedy, but also easy to manipulate.
What did you do to Frank?
We didn't do anything to Frank. He did flood the basement of the hotel looking for the treasure and almost killed Eddie in the process, but they're both fine. Theodora Seuss saved them from drowning.
Hey, I don't know if you have any openings in your crew, but I've always wanted to be a pirate, sailing the seas, looking for gold.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
Now that you found what you're looking for, are we free to go home now?
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Why the hell not?
Because your mother is Theodora Seuss. She was the greatest pirate hunter of her generation, and she was the one responsible for destroying my grandfather's legendary crew in the final years of the 19th century. I don't know how it is that she is still alive, and now that we know this, we're going to destroy her crew. That means you.
You're the infamous Theodora Seuss, the same person that destroyed me grandfather's pirate fleet, which sank to the bottom of the sea, carrying me grandmother's shoes, the last thing we have left of her. One shoe is recovered by me father, and the other one we finally found today, underneath your hotel pool.
The shoes again? This is still all about a pair of shoes? They're not even nice shoes. They're old and kind of smelly.
I know who you are now. You're the granddaughter of Captain G. Earl Sisterpants. I destroyed his fleet after he attacked my town.
That's right. I'm Aurora Meltingold. My pirate name is Shiny. Wait, did you say my grandfather's last name was Sisterpants? That is kind of funny. I didn't know that was his name. We called him Captain Earl. I'm still going to kill you.
Hold on a minute there. If you kill Theodora, you'd have to kill the rest of us too, because we're witnesses. You know, everybody's watching. Like, look at all the buggy eyes around the room. Ooh. And I'm not really in the mood to be killed today because I've been dead before. Yeah, I was the stunt double for Leonard Nimoy in the Star Trek movie where he died, came back to life. Anybody see that? That was good.
Seriously, Frank? You think now is the time to remind her that there are witnesses?
Nobody's gonna die today. Not on my watch.
And the next time you threaten my mother, I'll do so much more damage to you than just kicking you in the nuts.
Okay, I get it. I'll leave you and your family alone. Just never do that again.
I got kicked in the once. I was at the club and people were dancing like maniacs, kicking their feet all around. I got too close to this one group and...
Now that he's taken care of, we can take his boat and go home.
Yeah, as nice as this weekend away was, it'll be nice to get back to the kids.
And Frank.
Sure, yeah, Frank too.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Did the kid just get shot? I'm supposed to be watching him, and everybody, they're all going to blame me for this. Lily gets killed in the last movie. That's my fault, of course. Everybody still blames me for that. Now the kid takes a bullet. My fault. Son of a...
I'm okay, Frank. I was wearing a bulletproof vest. I saw it in a movie once, and I've been wearing this under my shirt ever since.
Well, that's great. Really, that's great. The pirate lady's going to prison. You guys made it through the weekend. Let's not tell anybody about this. Does anybody have any aspirin? I think my left arm is going numb. I'm going to have a stroke.
Eddie threw me at the pirate.
I had to do something. She was gonna kill us all.
And that wraps up another movie. We took out all the pirates. We've acquired the treasure for ourselves and we're still alive.
I don't think I want the old grandmother's shoe, Frank. Doesn't seem like much of a treasure if we don't have the whole pair. It's not about the shoe, Nate. This is authentic pirate treasure.
Actually, it's my authentic pirate treasure. I don't think you could pay the taxes on this, and I don't think you should claim anything valuable anyway.
Hey, I took a bullet for that treasure.
And all of a sudden, because it's a treasure, everybody, even if it's an old shoe, everybody wants a piece. Everybody wants a piece of the action all the time if it's something they can't have. Well, this is mine. I still am waiting for an aspirin. I think I am. Am I turning blue? I don't know. I feel like I'm turning blue. I can wave with my right arm, see, but not my left arm. Hello?
Alfred, Unibrow, and the big-headed boy. Ask them a question that's sure to annoy. Their business, technology, but they're not that handy.
Do not use that name. It's dumb.
Thank you for calling into damn it. All right.
I didn't think this was a weekend hunk. Okay, I'm gonna try that again.
Frank, are you supposed to be? Bleh. Damn it! My first fuck up.
Oh my God, this is so much easier in the movies. My hands are hurting.
This is authentic pirate. It's not like a ferret and a pirate.
Surely there's an opera. Oh, fuck. Is this? I'm thinking of airplane. Surely you must be serious. All right. Okay.
And appearing on the Mrs. Mudslinger show.
She's Miss Mudslinger.
Oh, I know.
Hold on. There.
That'll help.
I'm such a crazy character. Who would believe this? How could I be so nuts? Give me some Xanax. Wait, do people take Xanax for hysteria and paranoia? Or anxiety, maybe?
Dulcet tones of panic and terror on the deserted island.
Anybody, let's say conservatively 95% if it's worth anything.
It says 20%.
Yeah. Let's see if it's worth something. How about you get 20%?
No.
Motherfucker.
All right, are we talking the front bleep or the back bleep? Which bleep are we talking about? And do you want me to say bleep or just space out? Don't say a word.
And I do it because I'm angry, because that's my name. I'm very angry. Anger Seuss.
So I get to improv that.
You get to improv. It's going to be bleeped out anyway.
Okay. I thought of the best one. All right. The one I thought of is 2 syllables.
You can say whatever you want. It's going to get bleeped out.
Okay.
So you were just sorry. This time we should do this in the evening time. So you were serious with that whole "don't get me wet or I could multiply" conversation? I thought that was just the musings of children.
Mom and Dad lever. Oh, Buzz pull a lever. Lever. Going to.
I have to be able to say it with a straight face and get to the next line.
Right.
This is going to be tough, especially when you hear you might want to mute because you're probably going to laugh out loud.
No, that's okay. I've been muting my microphone all the time anyway.
Quiet, Eddie. Can't you see I'm busy right now? Eddie Vedder, Eddie Van Halen. You must have something better to do right now than to distract me, Eddie. I like to see you lean forward. It makes your head look really shiny in the light there. Yeah, there you go. That was weird. It turned blue, like it pulled the oxygen out of your body or something. Yeah, that's a little creepy, actually.
I got kicked in the grundle once. I was at this. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
It's probably like you feel when I record these lines all the time. So with me?
Yeah,
Okay. So you want me to say that line?
this is your line.
Okay. Well, it's like you read kind of like breezed through your line and then like started elaborating and I was just listening. I wasn't.
I was the captain of a boat once. I had just left the Navy and I decided that a life of adventure on the sea was what I really had been. Fuck. That's that I'm reading ahead too fast. I'm gonna say it's the spacing. This is center justified. I prefer left, but I'll do it again. Let me do it all the way through one more time. All right.
I guess that. Oh, wait, sorry. I guess that leaves you, Nate. I really don't want to leave.
You said if you kill, what's her name? I don't know. Theodora?
It's Theodora.
It is. Did you
Yeah.
know her already?
Oh, I do.
You do. You've met her before in like
Oh, okay.
You haven't watched any of the last 2 movies, have you?
Well, Jesus Christ.
I was the captain of a boat once. I had just left the Navy and I had decided that the life of adventure on the sea was really what I needed. What I had been missing. What I had been missing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't marry my fiance. Anybody remember that from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Dude, that doesn't fucking sound right. I don't know. I'm going to go with sentence structure on that. I was the captain of a boat once. I had just left the Navy and I decided the life of adventure on the sea was really what I had been missing in my life.
God, my screen time is getting cut.
Your screen time? I died in the last movie. I'm not even in this one. Freaking your screen time, bunch of crap.
I called my girlfriend at the time the Navy because I had found out the whole time we were. It's funny. Hold on. I didn't read ahead on that. That's really funny. All right. I can do that again. Ready?
I'm Angur. I'm angry and paranoid all the time. And it's driving me nuts.
He's driving me nuts. Sounds like a pirate joke I heard once.
I still am waiting for an aspirin. I think I am